Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brother Amy 15 coming to you another stream another day, another night. Um, so this is me doing something a little different tonight. Instead of me this is different from me doing my normal gameplay, but this is something new I'm trying out. Me just looking over my own personal gameplay to see what I could have done better, see how I could have how basically what I could have done to get better with my gameplay. This will also be like a bit of a weekly update, like a weekly update of me telling what's going on, what am I doing. But for right now, I'm focused. This particular video is going to be me focused on how on me come me just simply becoming how I'm looking with me being a Lillia main in Overwatch 2. Of course, this is also me focusing on my voiceovers, my voice acting that I plan on doing more and more of in the future. So without further ado, let's see what we're doing. So first and foremost, start up while I'm seeing myself getting ready to pick out the gameplay. I'm actually gonna no, I'll keep it going. Um, so this is one of the things I plan on be doing for most of the year. I'm trying to give myself a set schedule. Mostly doing streamings on for sure Saturday and Mondays, with Sundays reserved for me doing art stuff. I'm getting into art and getting into drawing, particularly manga, particularly cartoons and stuff. I have some ideas that I want to go to. Like, basically, how I'm describing it is there are three things at war right now. It's either the streaming thing, the voiceover thing, or the artistic thing. So whatever comes from it, there's a job come from it, great. If not, oh well. This is me trying to find jobs, look into different areas that I can actually enjoy, different areas that I actually have fun with. So that's the main thing. That's the main thing on the itinerary for this year. But so stay tuned for more of that. If you want to look at some of the art pieces, please check out my Twitter page. In anything else, look up for updates on my look for updates on either the video on my YouTube channel or on your tune in every Saturday or Monday night for streaming. So without further ado, um, let's see what we got here. So for going into my mindset of when I start picking it out. Normally, I'll try to pick um, champ. I will. Right now, my two mains have been Warwick and Nunu. However, I want to pick an off-meta champion in case different runes causes one of them to get nerfs. So, like Warwick has been my main climbing up for a couple of years now. Like not a couple of years, like for a couple of months now. For most of the time that I've gotten back and playing jungle. However, I have noticed that how it comes with many junglers or many champions that have gotten really excelled lately. They've been getting nerfed. Sorry about that. So I wanted to pick myself an off meta champion, a champion that I can personally work around. That's very very versatile. So there were many options that could fit this build. Nunu was one of the options. I tried out Briar. I tried out Evelyn. I tried giving Poppy a chance, but it came back down to me choosing Lillia. And honest to God, I feel from a person who's a mage in the mid lane, coming from champions like Vex, playing Seraphine or Sona in support. Um, Lilia seemed like a great pick for me, and coming from the multiple games that I play with her, she's been doing really, really well. She's excelling in lower elo, so it's probably going to help me climb. Where I'll choose Warwick to get me excel high in the more higher elos. And Nunu as in my off pick. So yeah. Um, so coming from the band list, I chose my bands particularly. Um, I will normally ban the main picks from my elo. So Warwick was if I'm not playing Warwick, I ban him. If I am playing Warwick, you'll see me pick more towards the top and have either the mid or the top laner be more towards the bottom. However, when I'm banning Warwick, I personally want to see what the other champion is going to be doing. I want to see how their meta works and how basically it gives me a chance to see what my team is trying to do, what my team is trying to pick up. And unfortunately, I feel like that would have been a great game. However, unfortunately, people just like people just X out. I think that's very, very rude. I don't do that unless something serious comes up. But like, I still think it's really it's suckish to do that unless you have a good reason. So this one, I'm going. Yep, I'm going to pick. I'm going to switch with the support. I probably should have switched with the mid because I didn't know what they were going to be doing. I try to pick the best runes. Probably gonna ban Warwick again. Yep. So the bans here I feel like Riot Games is going to look at how the bans are going to work throughout the first the 2025 season. Because real talk, yeah, Victor has been one of the main bans since his rework, and for good reason. He has been absolutely outstanding, absolutely dominating the meta right now, and so is Warwick. So I expect a couple of nerfs coming their way. Let's see here. They pick Ashe. They got Ari. So going a lot of ability going so we got Ashe's attack damage and Ari's ability. Hecarim, I believe he picked Hecarim on this one. Yeah, he picked Hecarim and picked Set. Let's see here. Already have Set. Varus. Like we were a very. This build was very AP. Had a lot. Our build was, let's see, Varus and Quinn are attack damage. I picked Ghost. Like me playing Ghost in Lillia has actually worked out better in games than me picking Flash. Because I feel like Lillia and Hecarim have a similar build, which they want to be the fast movers. They have a very big CC abilities. They have a lot of crowd control. So me moving around, being difficult to attack, being difficult to hit, difficult to attack, is probably my main goal when I play Lillia. I did give Hecarim a try. I did give Hecarim a try, but I feel like Hecarim has been lagging off a bit compared to Lillia. Like Hecarim was big in like a couple seasons ago, but Lillia was the recent one who was really who's the big one on big man on campus, and she got knocked down a couple pegs. But even though I feel like they're both in the good position, they're both in a good position right now. I feel like Lily is bringing more to the table than Hecarim is. And another quick apology. I've been going. Allergies have been hitting me like a brick this winter, so if I sound a little bit nasal congested, I apologize. Q, Torment. All right, that's something I need to make a note of. I went to. I should have gotten the healing potion. The healing potion. This is a tactic that I mainly do when I play in comp, which I will ward one jungle before going into the other, to keep myself from getting ganked. The ward is invisible, so if they try to wait there to wait for someone to come in, like me and the top laner can just shut them down right there. And me, I think this character is so freaking adorable. This is me. Just me looking through the different emotes of the champion. I also think the skin is absolutely awesome. It's the what is it? The fairy court skin? I believe it's the fairy court skin. Okay, so this is excellent. The the bot lane is helping me clear the ward. Clear clear red. The main con about with Lillia is that she's very weak early game. So, and in terms of like clearing camps, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's definitely doable in a sense. Her passive that does damage as soon as damage is dealt is very. I really like. Like it's not too bad. Like okay, we got first blood. Yeah, it's not too bad like Teemo's abilities where the the bleeding effect is prolonged for a certain period of time, but this one it's perfectly balanced in my opinion. Of course, a couple of nerfs have to come from here and there for us to cure the F at that point, but I like where she's at right now. And just bring her towards me. Bring him towards the Krugs, I believe. No, I don't think that's Krugs. We were dominating early, so I didn't think that I really had that much of an issue. Fist bump. See if I can get Scuttle. Do I think I used Ghost here? I did not. Gank failed, but I was able to get a bit of farm as well as ward. horrible with names. Dear God. Grubs. Avoid grubs. Okay. I do not want to risk that. I think it's a good. I think it's a good play on my part. Yeah, that was a good thing. If I started a fight there, Hecarim would have come on top of me. Mm. Get it with the Krugs. I have a system when I farm. It's essentially just um, so when I start the game, it's going to be a full. Always going to start with a full clear, scuttle, attempt scuttle, then do a then attempt to gank, return, do a full clear, attempt um, after take it back. After I do a full clear and I get my first sets of items, then I'm going to go. I think right here, yeah, I'm going to go for the void grubs. And so once I get the void grubs, I'll do a full. I will do a full clear. Then I'll get another item and then come back and do Drake. And do the same thing if I'm able to do full clear fast enough, or get a and don't have to get a gank, which I don't think I have to get a gank in this specific game. Um, then I'll probably get void grubs again. If not, then I'll and I get started here. But I had an extra. Yeah, I'm able to. Yeah, I guess caught right here, and I used Ghost to get out. Yeah. Yeah, this was my mistake right here. I shouldn't have gone. I shouldn't have gone back. Actually, no, I didn't. Because now I get caught. Yeah, that was my mistake. I should have returned and let them handle the fight. I think that's another thing that I need to be more cautious of when I do when I go into team fights as Lillia. I am not a brawler champion. I'm a mage champion, so I'm going to be more squishier than either Warwick or Nunu. I don't have that much heal or lifesteal, so I feel like this is going to be one of those champions that I don't necessarily main. This will be like this is my off pick, because I need a champion that can purposely set up and move around her. Because I personally see myself, I see jungler as just another form of support. It's where the bot lane has its support for itself. I'm gonna see if I can go for a gank right here. Probably shouldn't have gone for the gank. He stops me. Okay, we're able to get that. Retreat. I'm able to get the pick. And I'm gonna get void cuts right here so I can get 6. Yeah, pre-level 6, I don't have that much CC. I personally wish that her E would do more. So let's see, I'm at level 6 now. He's going. I don't recall. I don't know. What Drake is that one? I don't know. help. He tries to... that. And we get the kill, and we kill them, and we take drink. Yeah, most of the games that I've had, my main mistakes have been me not being aware of my surroundings. And I feel like that's going to be a main crucial point for me to climb this season. So I think it's me going to just try to play around champions that people that either A, don't know how to play in their position. Like, I have to be the world support. But, like, mostly my objective is to be the support for the top lane. Mid lane, I don't really give that much. I don't really give them much ganks to the mid lane because it's so. It's unless I can get a clear pick for mid lane. I don't know. I don't really do that much ganks for mid lane. It's mostly for top and bot. And I don't think I really needed a top lane. Really needed a gank. I think I ganked top once, but most of my ganks have been mostly in the bot lane. Wasted smite. That was a mistake. I go for it. No, I don't. I ward and come back. Ugh. Yeah, at that point. So you get my first full item, get a piece of booties, and get some wards. Don't know why this guy decided to fight that. Yeah, Hecarim has a similar fighting style, has a similar build than me. It has a similar build to me. So, stay out. Excellent. And I have about a minute and 20 seconds before it becomes Rift Herald. But I don't think that'll be a problem here. And we clear him with ease. With 55 seconds to spare. And I'm able to clear top. And with that, we are now able to get out of the way. Seriously, get out. Literally survived with like less than 30 health. How I'm able to survive these with that much health in this game is beyond my understanding of rational thought. But you know, what can you do? So. Okay, I think so. I got my boots. There's not my choosing for what is going to be my what's going to be my main build is up for question because after I think this week is going to it's going to change. Is going to change drastically. I need to on another note, I need to prioritize who is getting when I need to do ganks and when I just need to um when I need to farm. That is going to be another issue for me. That's going to be not an issue, but like another thing that I need to work on for this if I'm going to climb the season. I don't know why I waited. Oh, because I wanted him to bait. And that failed. And I need to get out of there. I should not have taken this. That I should have just gone for. And I think that cost her. Yeah, that was my mistake. So I stall him. I have Ghost. You think he gets me right here? Way to attack him, and then we get it. So I think that would. I would not have been able to get I would not have been able to get the Rift Herald by myself. I knew if she didn't if she wasn't here, I would have reset and we would have fought for it again. But my main problem for me was I prioritized getting Scuttle versus doing that gank, being part of that team fight, which that was my mistake. I think they get Drake here. Yep, he steals Drake. That sucks, because that was an Ocean Drake too. Get some farm, and use Rift Herald. I like this new mechanic. I was here before this mechanic came to play, and I like this new mechanic for Rift Herald. Okay, so I am about to go back, but instead, I'm here for that gank. Get the kill. Get some little extra gold. And now we do a. Do we do a full clear? I don't. And now I do a full clear. And I have smite, so the full clear is not going to hurt me. Especially with me getting my red. Prematurely did that. Okay, nice. Probably should have gone back here, but this was a better move for me to stay for the gank. And there we go. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was the bet. That was the good play. That was a good play sticking around for that fight, because we got 2 kills off that, and now we clear. We destroy tower. That rookie mistake. He thought he could save it. And now I get some of his farm. Overall, it's been a really decent game. It's been a really good game. I still can't say that it's been an easy game because I still don't know how to play this champion entirely. But the mechanics on her seems relatively simple. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of Hecarim. Like I'm always I enjoy being a mage. Me like being a mage is more comfortable for me because I'm able to be part of the fight as well as not putting myself in harm's way because I'm a support. That is my main go for it. I keep people alive. I help them confirm kills. Like personally, being when I'm playing Warwick, I will be disappointed if I didn't get any kills. But playing as Lillia, if my assist is higher, if my assist is higher than my kills, like ring right now, I wouldn't be too upset. Nice, kill. Was a little too late on it. I should have. I should have paid more attention. Actually, was that fight going on while I was while I was doing clear? Yes, it was. At that point, I should have stopped doing it immediately and gone out to help, because that extra couple seconds would have kept her alive. Her mobility is absolutely insane. Or did I go for Drake? I have. Who was she aiming at? had no. I was asking for um, visual because I had none there. I get that fight, and I get caught. Unfortunate, and we lose the fight there. She picks up a fight going out, and absolutely amazingly. But yeah, we lost that fight. We got Drake, but we ended up but going for Drake and not my positioning and trying to escape towards mid was also that was not just a that wasn't just a timing flaw. That was a positioning flaw. So takes out my wards. It still could be their game because they essentially need to prep for Baron. If they're able to get Baron, they are able to get back into this game. Got a pick. I don't know what I was thinking here. It would have been gone a couple seconds faster if I had joined them in the fight. Personally, I need to start what I can take away from this game is I need to prioritize when to farm and when to go for ganks. Normally, I go by a system, but I know that from people messing up my system, it can cause it with them. It can cause me to question. Forcing me to restructure, and that's not. It's not ideal, but at the same time, it's what I need to do. Can't keep them alive. Okay, I need to learn how to use those abilities because, like, honest to God, dude, I could have cracked my hourglass right there, and the fight could have continued, and we probably would have won the fight. Or I could have prolonged the fight more for us to get more people out there. So that's another thing, like more awareness of my own items. I'm going to look at different ways I can build Lillia. My preference is to do a more cantrips like build where my abilities are slowing people or stunning people because I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot of damage as her. Like I feel like I'm going to do more CC than I am going to do more personal kills. So again, I see myself more as a support, more as a support jungler than I do as a battle jungler. If that makes any sense. So goes, we get Baron, we go for Baron, and we ward. I did not ward. I ward here, but I probably should have warded along the way. But at the beginning of Baron, I noticed that they were on the other side of the map, but we were able to get the W right there. So that's all I wanted to look at. I did 2 other games here, but I think that was the one that I personally wanted to look at because it could help me and I have a couple notes for it myself. So I feel like my main objective, and I got an A on it. I don't know how I get S on that. So the main thing that I feel, the main mindset I have for it is one thing: prioritize when I need to get Drake, or like when I need to farm and when I need to go for ganks. I feel like the second I get that down pat, then I feel like the rest of my games are going to go a whole lot smoother. So that's the main thing. The second thing is know what my abilities are, or essentially know what my items are, because there are multiple times where the items that I picked, like particularly that hourglass, could have prolonged the fight. It could have kept me into fights longer, and it could have made a more difference in each of my fights. So that's something I need to focus more on as well. The last minor tidbit, I feel like I already know this already, but I'm telling myself right now so I can keep doing it. Understand the range of Lillia's Q. I can, because there's a sweet spot to it, and I think that's why it says that Lillia is difficult to run, because you need to find that sweet spot with her. But I feel like once I understand the capability of that and how to run around with that, keeping people in that sweet spot, I'm going to just as much confirm kills as I am going to assist with them. So those 3 things are my main things. Okay, so I think that's all I have for this video. Whoever listened in, I appreciate it. Thanks for listening in. Stay tuned for Saturdays and Mondays for streaming, as well as stay tuned for more art updates. I'm currently doing a study for throughout the rest of the week on my art for manga, as well as art for cartoons. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for listening in, and have yourselves a blessed night.